Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabby.
My name's Mike.
And today we are filming the 2023 Hyundai Palisade Urban. This is the trim that's smack dab in the middle of all the Palisade trim levels. Yeah. So above this we have the Ultimate Calligraphy, and then below this we have the Preferred.
Preferred, I was going to say that, I was thinking.
Yeah, totally, you're totally going to say that.
Yeah,
so of course this one is right smack dab in the middle, meaning it has a blend of the safety features, some of the luxury that's in the Ultimate, a little bit more advanced safety features and advanced technology features in the trim level below. We still get the option of either 8 seats or 7 seats as well, so you can get the captain's chairs or the bucket. No, not the bucket. You get the captain's chairs, which are almost like bucket seats, or you can get the full bench in the center, giving you 8 passengers, or seating for 8 passengers.
Yeah, and what about the color? I love this color.
This color is
right
beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when we do our exterior walk around, we'll show you guys.
Exactly.
So, of course, this is a live video. We're doing this in real time. We do a video like this every single weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we're a little bit later today. I lost my phone in one of our cars, and we could not find it. It's so real. As always, we go through the 3 reasons why we do these videos. If you are watching in the future and you want to get straight into the walk around, skip to around the 3-minute mark. That's when we'll start going on the exterior. Then we'll hop in the interior, and then we'll answer some questions. So, Mike, why do we do these videos?
Well, the first reason is if you do own a Kia or a Hyundai, and obviously you want to learn more about it, we want to be your owner's manual for it too as well. And even any other ones you're looking at and might be interested in come renewal time, come lease or finance is up time. So, yes. I mean, that's why you're here. That's why you're on this channel. We'll go through different technology, safety features, any and everything about the vehicle. You won't find a channel with more about any Kia or Hyundai. I can guarantee that.
Yep. Number 2, if you are considering purchasing a new vehicle, we want you to add Kia or Hyundai or both to your selection list. We think these vehicles offer great value, and that's why we filmed literally every single trim, model, and option that's available here in Canada at least.
Yes, and number 3, if you are going to buy a Kia or a Hyundai and you made that smart decision, why not buy from us?
If you live in Ontario.
If you live in Ontario, yes, that's a big part to say, if you live in Ontario. So I never do number 3, and this is why it's my first time around. Right? We've got 3 locations to serve you guys. Obviously, we're over here at the center of Brantford Kia. We've got Brantford Hyundai down the street, and then up north we have Owen Sound Hyundai. And all of our locations will be happy to treat you like family, answer all of your questions, and obviously help you with your purchase.
Absolutely. So as always, I'll show you guys how you can join our live if you want to catch our next one in the future, which will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. All you have to do is go to our channel, which is the Kia Hyundai channel, and if you're watching this video, you already found us. Why not subscribe while you're here? So from this page, you can go either to the Home tab or the Live tab, and then click on the upcoming video. As long as it's around 2, it should show upcoming. It'll load you in much like a regular YouTube video. All you have to do is, skip the ad if you want, or you can watch it. If it's another car dealership ad, though, I hope you skip it. Please skip it. But on the right over here, you guys will see that we do have a live chat box, and that's where you guys can ask us questions. You can let us know if there's anything you want to see. You can let us know when the internet quality is bad, which it is right now.
Yeah, it's just very blurry.
Oh my gosh, yeah, look at
wow,
that.
Very
that
blurry.
looks horrible. I think we're going to keep going and hope it gets better.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll monitor the screen.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be us showing a car in Minecraft.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is it getting better? Okay, guys, hopefully bear with us. Hopefully it starts getting a little bit better. Looks like the internet's not great right now.
Let us know if it does or doesn't.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
So, of course, with the Palisade, they all share the same engine transmission. It is a 3.8-liter V6 GDI engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm going to pop the hood so I can show you guys what's underneath. I'm so sorry about the quality. That looks horrendous.
Yeah, it's not clearing up. It just doesn't do it justice, this color scheme and looking,
Yeah, Mike was so excited to show the color, and now it just looks...
I love the Urban, the way they have that black front grille and the black rims, and it's great. But, okay, so
I mentioned 3.8-liter V6 GDI engine. The horsepower is 291, and the torque is 262 pound-feet of torque. The transmission is an 8-speed automatic, traditional automatic that is, and you have 5,000 pounds of towing capacity.
let me reclose this thing.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, but you guys did notice that this is
hydraulic.
Hydraulic, yep, yes. And there is no heavy hood to do anything with.
All right, let's take a look at the front grille. So, of course, with the Urban, it definitely has a bit more of a rugged style approach. So there's a lot of dark or blacked out pieces. It's not even completely blacked out. It does have a dark chrome finish, so it still has a very, very classy, stylish look. When we get closer to the front of the grille, depending on how good our quality gets. You may or may not see our front parking sensors. So these are radar sensors. As I start approaching an obstacle ahead of me, whether it be another vehicle or a wall, could be in my driveway or my garage, it'll trigger those sensors and they'll start beeping at you. And then it'll even show you live feed footage from your front camera. So your front camera is located just underneath the Hyundai logo in your front center of the grille. Right down here, we have our front radar sensor, and this is used for your smart cruise control. This vehicle has highway drive assist, which is a navigation-based smart cruise control. It's going to know the speed limit of the highway that you're on. It's going to know if there's an upcoming curve of the road, and will follow a safe distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you. So it'll take you all the way to a complete stop if you do hit stop and go traffic. Very, very smart system and very smooth, super easy to use. I will turn on the lights so you guys can see these beautiful LEDs that come with the Urban.
I mean, it's a big, beefy, mean grille. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
And this is the redesign. So the 2022s obviously don't have the front like this.
Check out those lights. So super, super sharp, full LEDs for your headlights. These are projection LEDs as well.
Oh, we're good with the quality now.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, it looks even better now than usual.
What? Wow.
So look at that. You can see the attention to detail too in it, right? There we go.
We'll take a nice, good look. I feel so bad for whoever, if you guys stuck through the beginning of this video and made it to here, thank you so much. Please, please like this video so one day we'll get better internet. All right, take a look at the wheels. These are 20-inch alloy wheels, fully blacked out. I absolutely love this design. It looks so good. This thing looks mean. It looks really, really mean.
It does.
Tied in with the front of the grille, oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful look to the Urban. I definitely think, I don't know, I prefer the Urban's look as opposed to the calligraphy, which has a bit more chromish styling elements. But it's totally up to you guys. This has a lot of the same safety features. The calligraphy, ultimate calligraphy definitely has a bit more finer touches, if that makes sense.
But if I can get an ultimate calligraphy with the outside look like this, which you can't, that's it. That's perfect. Fun quick fact I just learned today. Brantford, like the city of Brantford, they actually buy a bunch of Palisades for us for the government officials too. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So they have about 8 right now, which is cool.
All right, we'll take a look at the mirrors. One thing I absolutely love about the Urban trim is it has a nice rugged look to it, but it doesn't skimp out on safety or technology features. So underneath the mirror here, you'll see we have another camera, and it's the same on the right side of the vehicle. Essentially, whenever I turn on my turn signal, whether it be to make a left turn or a lane change, whatever it could be, or even parallel parking against the sidewalk, it's going to give me a live camera feed of whatever's in my blind spot. It makes driving, changing lanes, parallel parking so much easier. Seriously, you may think you're a great driver, but this is a great feature to have. So, so great. Up here at the very top, this is a very tall vehicle, we have our beautiful flush roof rails. They are functional, and this is standard on the Palisade, so even if you get the preferred trim, you'll still get this. I just absolutely love it, and of course, if you do get a rugged vehicle like this with lots of capabilities, it's nice to have extra storage space on the top. You can put your roof racks, whatever you want up there. Fuel doors on the left, and here's one of my favorites, and probably one of your favorites too. The Urban trim is the first Palisade trim to have a power liftgate. Check that out. It's still a little bit wet. So with your power liftgate, you can actually just walk up to your vehicle. So approach the back, stand here for 3 seconds as long as the key fob's on you, and it'll power open for you. This is a feature you can turn off. We typically turn off at the dealership because it can get annoying, especially when we're showing cars to customers. We don't want that opening or closing. On the very left side there, I'm going to have Mike show our button controls. So we have power controls for both the second and the third row of this vehicle. So Mike, do you want to operate them?
Let's go left down. Oh, that will clear. Yep. Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, it did touch. Okay, let's do this one. The right side. That one's down, but look at that. So that's a 60-40 you're saying, split?
Yep.
And look at that. You don't have to touch, I mean, well, you do have to touch a button, but it's completely automatic.
Yeah, it does it all itself.
Beautiful.
And then for the second row, you can also power fold them.
Yeah, let me try one of these over here. So let's go second row right. There we go. And then that came down really quick because it was just a release.
Yes.
So here, and I'll just to give you guys an idea of the depth.
So I read from Hyundai's brochure that this vehicle has 2,447 liters of cargo space with both rear rows folded down. That is a lot of space.
Oh yeah, look at that.
This is a small truck. Not even a small truck, this is a truck.
And just note guys too, the third row you can bring up and down, but the second row is just a pop down, so that it goes down and you just manually have to push it up.
This vehicle does come equipped with a premium sound system, so you can see Harmon Kardon there, and it extends all the way to your third row passengers, so everybody gets a taste of premium audio.
Here's a cool thing too.
Yep, so
Right.
you can adjust the seats. The
Third
seats,
row reclines.
yes.
And
isn't
that's
that cool?
awesome. You don't get that in a lot of top trim vehicles that are our competitors. And it's like we always say, the attention to detail and what they put into the second and the third row is pretty
Insane.
much, yeah, close to on par with the first row. They don't cheap out, which is beautiful.
All right, let's close this. I'm going to show you guys, we have some rear parking sensors, so just like the front. This is great because this is a pretty big vehicle. So if you are parking in a garage or even just anywhere really, it's nice to have these extra parking features. They are quite sensitive, they work great. If you do plan on towing with this vehicle or putting, I don't know, a bike rack or something on it, you can turn off your sensors so they're not constantly beeping at you if you do have something that you know is behind you.
And look at how sleekly that's integrated in, right? It
looks good.
So well done.
All right, let's take a peek inside. I think this vehicle deserves a separate video just for some of the technology that's in it, but we're going to touch base on a lot of the main components that you get in this trim level. So I mentioned it has the full 360 camera, front camera, side cameras on your mirrors, and of course your rear backup camera. All those images work together to give you a full 360 or top-down bird's eye view of what's around you, and I'll show you when we get inside. Before that though, I'm going to hop in. These seats are super comfy. The bolstering on them it's not stiff, but it holds you in. It really hugs you nicely. Very much a driver and family focused vehicle. Everyone's comfy, not just the driver, passengers comfy. They got power seats, they got heated seats, they got ventilated seats. You get heated seats in the rear. Oh my gosh, I'm seriously so comfy and so excited. So I'll show you some of the seating controls. They are of course powered. So you got your bottom of the seat, you can bring it closer, further, up, down. You also have your backrest that you can adjust, and then you have your lumbar support. But on top of that, we have a driver knee extension. So if you are someone who's taller, you can push this knee pad out to accommodate your leg length or how you like to sit best. Now, if you are planning on switching drivers quite often, or this is a shared vehicle, you do have memory seats as well. So 2 separate buttons saved there. That means that if someone else were to hop in this vehicle right after me and they're a lot taller, they can just press driver number 2 or driver number 1, and it'll be saved to their preset. And it'll also adjust your side mirrors as well too, so you don't have to make too many little touches at the end. I mentioned that has a premium audio system, so that's also in the front, of course. Beautiful speaker design, I must say. Hyundai does a great job with just having very, very nice, sleek touches. So you look throughout the cabin and it just has a beautiful combination of metals, soft touch materials. It looks good in here, very, very good in here. Just like the outside, styling is key in this vehicle, and then safety, and then everything else. They're all so good on this vehicle. You do have a tow mode, so this allows you to set the percentage or the weight amount of whatever it is you're towing. So this vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds when properly equipped. If I'm towing something that's 4,500 pounds, I'm going to put it to the heavy side of things. So if you're using about 80 to 90 or 80 to 100% of your total recommended towing capacity, heavy weight. Anything lower, medium weight. Even lower, you can do lightweight. So you get 3 different options, and that's going to adjust your vehicle to tow that amount. So for your engine, transmission, everything. You also have a brightness adjustment there, so you can quickly change the brightness of your screens on the fly, traction control, and then a button for your power tailgate. You also have an electronic parking brake, and then we'll move on to our steering wheel. This is a lovely leather-wrapped steering wheel with very nice finishes. On the very left side, we have our Bluetooth and media controls, so you can see our voice commands there, as well as mode to cycle between different media modes. Volume controls right over here, and if you press this down like a button, it'll mute whatever it is you're listening to. You also have a phone button to quickly answer phone calls on the fly. Then when we move to the right side of the steering wheel, we have some driver assistance. So this button up here is going to change what we're looking at on our digital gauge display. So check this out. Look at this center screen. We got driver info or drive info, your navigation, your all-wheel drive torque distribution, as well as your tire pressure. Then on the main screen, you have your lane assist. So this is going to show you where you're at in your lane. Of course, there's no lanes ahead of us, so it's just going to be pretty blank. But as we hit the road, you'll see the lanes light up, and if you have your cruise control on, you'll see your distance from the vehicle ahead of you as well. It is very informative and very easy to look at too. It doesn't look confusing. Some clusters literally are a cluster for your brain. It's too much. This is still very, very straight up, super easy to understand, and very, very driver focused. I will also mention, I said this steering wheel is leather wrapped, but it's also heated, and it's heated all throughout. So in Canadian winters, it is so nice to not have to wear gloves in your car, because then you can still use your screens and everything. Your hands are so nice and toasty. You also have paddle shifters if you want to manually select your gears on the fly. Boom, boom. All right, now I'll have Mike join me in the passenger side, and we'll go through some other things in the Urban.
Perfect. I'll mention that this is not, I saw a question, this is not the top trim, the ultimate calligraphy is. So some of the sacrifice that you saw in there for the seats would be it doesn't have the massage. So nope, this is not the top level trim, this is the Urban, which is one below.
Yeah, no ergonomic seat. All right. So this might be a lot for some of you guys. I like to call this the computer keyboard. There's a lot of buttons here. It may seem a little bit intimidating at first, but at the end of the day, I think it is so nice to have physical buttons for some of your controls. So first off, I'll start with what's going to be used the most, and that is your transmission. So Hyundai has a shift-by-wire type transmission here in the Palisade. Essentially, it operates like a regular automatic transmission. You have to fully depress the brake pedal to actually change a gear, and then you're going to select whatever gear you'd like. So let's throw it into reverse for fun. I'll turn the car on very quickly. There we go. And this way you guys will be able to see our full 360 camera. So we'll pop it in reverse. Ooh. There we go. You can see our full drop down view, and you can actually zoom in if you'd like to get a little closer. We also have our backup view. And then on top of that, we have this 360 view that you can actually move around to see exactly what is around you. Now we'll pop it back into park. Turn the engine off, but turn the electrical system back on.
I totally use that view just to show off when people come in the car.
Right?
Yeah, big time.
Okay, so you guys saw the full 360 camera. I absolutely love it. Now on top of that, if I was driving my vehicle, let's say very, very slowly, it could be creeping in stop and go traffic. Once I get too close to the vehicle ahead of me or too close to any obstacle ahead of me, it's going to trigger my front camera and show me just how much distance I have from whatever it is in front of me. This will also be if someone walks in front of your vehicle while you're parked, or not parked, but creeping very, very slowly. It is seriously such a great feature to have. If you ever want to just be parked and look at your camera, you can always press this camera button here. Pulls up on your screen, and then you can play around with your different views. Isn't that cool?
Really cool.
Right above that, we have our parking sensors. So like I mentioned, if you do put a bike rack or something on the back of your vehicle and you don't want your sensors to go off every single time you put your vehicle in reverse, definitely turn this off. It'll drive you nuts without it. We also have our downhill assist, our auto stop and start. With such a big vehicle, fuel savings is definitely something you want to incorporate. So auto stop and start will make quite the difference. On top of that, we also have our drive mode select dial. So you have 4 different modes in the Palisade. Starting off with comfort mode. This is just a nice, even, balanced blend for driving. It's typically what you'd use in your typical day-to-day life. We also have eco mode, which is going to be a little bit more fuel efficient. Sport mode, which is going to be the opposite, but it will be quite peppy, lots of fun to drive. And then smart mode, which is going to adapt to whatever it is you're doing. If you're flooring it to pass somebody on the highway, it'll temporarily put you into sport mode. But as you ease off the throttle and start driving a little bit more nicely, calmly, it'll put you in a blend of comfort and eco mode to give your vehicle the best fuel efficiency, but also the best performance for whatever it is you're doing. Now, when I press this down, we get terrain modes, and this is going to play around with your all-wheel drive torque distribution, your electronic stability control, even your engine and braking response. And this is going to be for snow, mud, or sand. Now, here in Canada, we'll probably mostly use it for snow. Even if we don't select snow mode ourselves, the vehicle's all-wheel drive system will pick up if there's a little bit of slippage, I hate that word, and we'll adjust the all-wheel drive as needed, because this vehicle is going to primarily default to front-wheel drive, especially at highway speeds or larger speeds. Eco mode is also another drive mode that's going to prioritize front-wheel drive just for fuel efficiency, right? Why use the rear if we don't need it? Now, in this main center here, oh, Mike, do you want to do the honors?
No, I just saw you wanting to do it, so I...
All right, we'll give it a push.
Boom.
Check that out. Isn't that smooth? We have 2 cup holders here, and they are adjustable. You can pop these back in if you don't want all that.
Very James Bond. Check this out. Oh, you got a coffee? One for you. Oh, you got a coffee? One for you. I know, I had fun with that, sorry.
We also have a USB tucked just in there. It's probably going to be hard to film, but right over there, and it's illuminated. over here we have
Also got some space here too. If you shoved your phone, there's even goes a little deeper. Right?
Yeah. We have a center console here. It is very deep.
Massive,
Seriously,
yeah.
you could get lost in there. It takes up my entire forearm pretty much. It stops at my elbows. But we also have a USB inside, USB-C I should say, and a 12 volt.
Nice.
So more power outlets. Put this tray back in. All right, so I mentioned heated seats and ventilated seats. Here are your controls for such features. They light up to show you what level you're at.
Hold on a second. The gimbal is going crazy.
It's freaking out.
A little bit. There we go. Yes, perfect.
All right, so ventilated seats, heated seats, and then passenger heated or ventilated seats. 3 different levels for both features, and then heated steering wheel in the center, only for the driver. All right, up here we have our climate control, so fan speed, temperature control, and even automatic climate control. So I can set it to 19.5 degrees, for example, and then set the auto intensity, so medium, low, or high. Turn that off so it's not too noisy. You have physical buttons to get to your main screens on your vehicle's 12.3-inch display up here. So let me just press navigation or map, for example, and it'll take us to our map menu. You can have it either full screen or you can have it split so you can see other media or your date, time, anything really you'd like to see. Another thing I love about the Palisade is you have your rear seatbelt reminders.
Indicators, yeah.
Yes, isn't that cool?
Yeah, let me backtrack one thing here. So these are buttons are not on the Ultimate Calligraphy Edition. It's just a screen, a touch screen for that.
Yes.
This is in the Urban for you to be able to get those buttons there.
All right. Before we hop in the back, I'll show you guys our sunroof. So you only have a single sunroof in this trim level. It is powered though, of course, so you can open it up. Oh, let's keep going. We'll give her a second. So it always stops there. But here's something I learned recently. If you give it another push, oh, not on this car. Never mind, guys.
No, the Ultimate.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
No, like my Forte does that. So it stops, but if you give it another push, it'll go a little bit further. Never mind, guys.
Sorry.
All right, let's head to the back.
Sorry, it's a Hyundai.
These videos are so live.
Yeah,
All right.
and then I'm gonna just real quick show this little. I mean, I love this kind of little nook here. You can, there's more power down here, and that's a great place to put, things that you kind of want out of sight, out of mind. Could be fanny pack, a purse, whatever it is,
All right. So back here, extremely comfortable. I had my seat much further back than how I'd normally drive. So with me in heels, I'm probably around a little bit taller than 5'3". I have so much leg room, seriously, almost an entire forearm of space between my knees and the back of the seat with it reclined pretty far. Underneath the seat themselves, you can see they are pretty high up. There's a lot of feet room, a lot of space. And on the back of both driver and passenger seats, you have a real leather pocket. So this is great because if you have any paperwork or if you're keeping an iPad or something in your car, it's hidden. You can't see it from the outside. And then on top of that, you have a little mesh pocket.
Nice.
So this mesh pocket's great because you can put your phone in here while it's charging with the USB-Cs built onto the backs of the driver and passenger seat.
Yeah, and there's one on that side right there.
Awesome. And then right over here, we have our climate control panel for the rear. So if you're a parent and your kids may turn the heat on in the summer, you can lock them out of this so you can control whatever air is flowing back here, or you can give them access to it. And then from here, they can control the temperature, the fan speed, the fan direction, and then they can also just turn it off completely. The seats back here are heated, 3 different levels for both main seats. So the middle seat does not get any sort of heating, but I mean, maybe they can alternate seats. In the center over here, there is a cup holder and armrest. I will say, although this isn't a real Napa leather blend or anything, it is very supple. So this is synthetic leather or vegan leather. It seriously feels like the real thing.
Leather.
Vegan, exactly, it's vegan leather.
Here's the quick release buttons too for the seats.
Yes,
so
to get into the back.
One right here, and then this is if someone is trapped in the back and they need to get out themselves, they can hit that button right there.
I don't think we'll hop in the third row today, but we have done tons of Palisade reviews where we do hop in each and every seat. I already showed you guys some of the tech that's back there. We'll answer a couple questions, and then we're going to end off today's live a bit earlier.
Yeah, so this is the Urban. You can get it with the full bench, like she said.
Yeah, or...
or you can get it with the captain chairs, and on the Ultimate Calligraphy, it's captain chairs, quad captain chairs.
All right. Yeah, we started our live a little late today, freaking out from not finding.
We wouldn't have started it at all if we didn't find that phone, right?
See, yeah, seriously. Vishwa says, Gabby, can you please say hi to Charlotte? Absolutely, I can.
She was here the other day. I missed
Charlotte
it.
was here today. Me and her filmed a video for next week. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, me and Charlotte filmed a video for next week. It is what was it? It was a comparison video, so comparing two EVs to each other. I think it's going to be real fun, and tomorrow we're shooting a test drive video, which will also air next week. But tomorrow's live will be featuring Charlotte. So yay, don't forget to tune in on that one.
She's trickling back in,
Yes.
obviously enjoying her time off as a new mother, and but you know, it's hard to not be here. I mean, she loves it, you love it, I love it for sure. So yeah, she's slowly coming back in. What else did I see? I think I saw a couple questions that let's see here.
We saw, does it have all-wheel drive? Yes, it
Yes.
does. So the Palisade in Canada is standard with all-wheel drive. There's no front-wheel drive option anymore.
Yeah. MSRP, $53,499. So, I mean, great price point for what you get out of this vehicle, too. And you get a combine of city highway for fuel efficiency, 11.2 kilometers per 100. I mean, 11.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Wow, is today Friday? No, it's only Thursday.
Let's see. Okay, we saw a lot of people saying that there's no, they're all fuzzy.
Restart, very blurry, we're good now. I saw you skim one, and I think I've answered this. They said, is this the top of the line trim? No, the Ultimate Calligraphy is, and this is packed with, this packs a lot of punch, you know, and you get a lot of the luxuries too as well, but when you go Ultimate Calligraphy, you know, that added touch is just, you know, you're going platinum. You're going from gold to platinum in that sense.
So this has a great blend of luxury with also style and safety, but the calligraphy or Ultimate Calligraphy takes it a step further and makes it truly a luxurious experience.
But like I said, like I love, the Urbans are the best designs for Palisades for me. Like the dark grille, you know, the dark rims. I love that. So if you gave me an Ultimate Calligraphy on the inside and an Urban on the outside, like that's it. Like I'll just have that car for the rest of my life. Yeah, the trunk, I could have brought my family in and put them in the trunk. So no trunk test today because it would be very easy.
We got a lot of where's Charlotte questions. So she was on maternity. Guys, she just had a baby a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But Charlotte will be back to filming. I think she wants to do 1 to 2 videos a week. But we have been filming quite a bit recently, so it's super exciting. You will see more of Charlotte and maybe some of her baby.
Yeah, you get your Kia partner back.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, which is big.
What color is the grille? It does not look pure black, and that's because it isn't. It is a very, very, very dark chrome.
Yes.
So we'll take a closer look because I believe when we actually showed it earlier,
You've got this is. I think it's to the naked eye though. Like it's hard to kind of get. See, it looks very.
Really,
you can see it now. Yeah, that's good. That was perfect. Yeah.
It really matters when maybe my
you
nose
can actually no. The quality is good enough that you can see it's a dark chrome. Yeah. You're right.
It matters what kind of lighting you're looking at it in. At nighttime, obviously, it looks completely blacked out. Like, it just looks like a black grille.
Even the difference with the color of it on here and there, even the color of the vehicle looks lighter there, and it looks darker on here, right?
Christian said, okay, but where is Charlotte? I think she's at home now.
She's at home.
She's probably taking a nap with her baby.
Not at that mall that you guys keep saying you see Gabby at. I don't know what the name of the mall is, but
every time I'm at Limeridge now, I'm always like, oh my gosh, am I gonna see Zoran the Barbarian?
Yeah, exactly. This for kids, this car is. I mean, my kids absolutely love it. The height. I just reading off of the height and everything of the car too. A lot of room in there. They run around in there. They think it's like a little house. I have to remind them it's a vehicle to buckle up. But yeah, a lot of headroom in there. Tons of headroom. This isn't one of those videos where we're showing you like, look, it's, you know, contrary to how it looks, it's got all this room inside. This one, it's, you know, it's convincing. Tons of room and more.
All right. I think we should probably end off today's video. Guys, I have a graduation to go to shortly, so I'm in a little bit of a rush.
I'm just using that as my excuse to get going too, but hey.
Where is Olivia? I'll let you answer that because you work at Hyundai with Olivia.
Yes, Olivia is working. So primarily she's in sales and she's just been super busy for months, really
selling
putting
lots of cars.
and putting her customers first. But she has started a TikTok channel that's connected to the dealership called Olivia's Hyundais, if you want to check that out. And We're going to be rolling out a couple projects with a ton of shorts as well too. I'm not going to give you timelines on that because she always puts her customers first, which is a great thing. But when I'd love to have more of her for you guys to see. So stay tuned for that.
All right, well,
We're good.
We'll wrap up today's video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Tomorrow, me and Charlotte will be going live on a special Kia EV. Stay tuned. All right. Bye.